Hi Toronto, I'm Amanda Sadler.
And you know me, you're watching Q&A with Lady K
at the HMV Underground.
Baby, drop the needle down and let that sound keep filling up the air with Jackson Brown. When it's over, flip it over and come back closer to me.
Well, congratulations on the release of your new single, Drop the Needle Down.
Thank you.
It's available for digital download today.
Yep.
You must be very excited.
Very excited. It's funny because when you originally write and record these songs, it's months usually before they're released, so it kind of feels like Christmas for me today. I'm finally getting to share it with everybody. So.
Well, and it's also double excitement for you because you're releasing your very first music video
video as well, yeah. So this one we worked with Tim Deegan on this one, who just did such an incredible job on it, had such an amazing vision for bringing the song to life. So definitely excited to share that with everyone today.
What was the experience like filming a music video though?
It's funny because when you see the end product of the video, you see all of these really adorable moments or beautiful shots, and it's just super interesting to know what's going on behind the scenes and why you're actually laughing, and that scene is maybe not quite as adorable as people who see the scene think. So.
Now, the single, Drop the Needle Down, it has a lot of romantic and nostalgic elements to it. What's the meaning behind it?
So when I first got into the writing room with Patricia Conroy and Dwayne Thompson, who's my collaborators on this single, we just kind of came up with this idea of a song being in a memory in and of itself, you know, and being so encompassing of a person or a place in time or a moment. And we just kind of fell in love with this idea of bringing it back to simplicity, you know, bringing it to a single moment where a song and a person can kind of become your whole world and everything else just momentarily fades away.
Now, are there any personal connections that you included, like from your life?
Definitely. So, I mean, in the writing process, you know, it's impossible not to kind of let your own experiences cloud your writing. And I'm definitely the type of person where when I fall in love with a song, I have it on repeat for weeks on end, and that's all I listen to at a time. And so it was very encompassing of, you know, what music is for me, you know, how a song can just become your whole world for a time.
Now, you said that you did write the song with Dave Thompson and Patricia Conroy.
Yes.
Dave, of course, who's worked with bands such as Lady Antebellum and Autumn Hill.
Yes.
And Patricia, who just recently wrote a song for Reba McEntire's upcoming album.
She's amazing. She's on fire right now.
So what was it like? What was the whole process like with the three of you writing?
Well, Dave and Patricia are just two of the most amazing people in the entire world. They're just so full of life and talent and energy. So it's just incredible to even be in a room with them, that's for sure. And they've been two people that I've very much looked up to in the industry for quite a while as writers and musicians as well. So that was definitely a big check off the bucket list for me to be able to write with them. And they're so inspiring to be around. I mean, it's just the type of a writing session where, you know, you don't hold anything back, and they're so comfortable to write around, and it's just such an inspiring process to be a part of. I consider myself a sponge. I'm just like, teach me everything you know while I'm here.
But you have been writing since you were 12 years old.
Yes, I have, yes.
So were you able to teach them any new techniques?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I think they're probably as good as writers get at this point. I mean, but the other thing is, you know, you never reach your peak as a writer, you know. You're constantly developing and bettering yourself. So I think that you keep learning new things from everybody that you work with, and that's why I'm always so excited to get to write with so many different people, because you come up with ideas that maybe you wouldn't have come up with, you know, with another person or just on your own. And that's the great thing about country music especially, is that there's so many amazing collaborations going on between writers, and it just creates so many new types of country music, which is why we have so many subgenres in the genre now. But it's fantastic because as a writer, as an artist, it definitely makes you better along the way.
Record high and it's just beginning. Perfect night with the vinyl spinning around. Oh, I love how it sounds. So drop the needle down.
What was your biggest lesson that you learned through this whole entire process?
My biggest lesson that I learned throughout this was definitely that you don't see any rewards without taking some major risks. And that applies to so many different facets of my music, whether it's as a business, as an artist, or as a performer, or even as a songwriter as well. You don't get anything that's unique and great unless you're willing to take some risks. And especially in my songwriting, that helped me to develop so much in the past year, because you have to not be scared of saying the world's stupidest thing, because the world's stupidest thing could lead to the world's greatest idea. You never know. So it's definitely just important as a songwriter and as an artist to lay it all out on the line.
Who's next on your bucket list to work with?
Oh gosh, that's a very long bucket list. I mean, like my number one person that I would love to write with in the future would be Maren Morris. I have a huge respect for her as both an artist and a songwriter. She's amazing. Donovan Woods is another great Canadian writer that I would love to work with. And Phil Barton actually is probably next on my list. I'm hoping to write with Phil at some point down in Nashville. So.
Well, I can't wait to hear.
So shout out to Phil if you want to.
Yes. Now, you have spent some time down in Nashville, and Drop the Needle Down was actually produced there.
Yes.
What about the city really stood out to you?
Nashville is a city that I fell in love with from pretty much the moment that I stepped off the plane. It's such an incredible energy that they have going on there, and it's just so inspiring because you can just immerse yourself in country music, you know, everything from the history to seeing new acts to seeing the amazing writers rounds. And so it's just such an incredible place to be as a writer and as a performer, because it just inspires you to create something and to create your best work.
Do you ever see yourself living in Nashville?
It's a definite possibility. I mean, as a country artist, it's something that you always consider. I'm also really passionate about the Canadian country scene, though. So at this point, and especially as an emerging artist, I really enjoy living in Ontario and in Canada. So you never know. I never cross anything off as a possibility in the future, but right now I'm pretty happy with my home here.
Well, as a fellow Canadian, I love having you here.
Good, I'm glad.
Don't stop if it's gonna skip, baby, let it skip. We'll keep dancing barefoot on the hardwood floor, hanging up our t-shirts on the bedpost.
Now, you are on your Canadian radio tour promoting Drop the Needle Down, and you'll be starting up a whole Ontario tour promoting that single. What can we look forward to from you after that?
Oh gosh, after that, well, I've already got some more music that I'm very passionate about that will be released after that, so you can definitely stay tuned for that. And then we're busy booking up a crazy summer, so there's going to be lots of dates that are going to be confirmed and released very soon, so you can check back to my website to find out what I'm going to be up to this summer.
Well, I can't wait.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for chatting with me, and congratulations on everything. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
I really love the song. I was listening to it nonstop and, you know, before this interview and getting like pumped up.
Yeah.
It was just, it's great. So,
thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome. And a big thank you to Strut Entertainment and HMV Canada for facilitating this interview. Oh, hey, did you like that interview? Because there's another one right over there. Click it.